Sometimes when you look at me, I can see love in your eyes. You're such a good boy. You are. You know I love you. So I'm doing a thing here. I believe this is called quilting. Now I'm only got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far, but I'm planning on doing it all this way and then all this way. And then at the junction of all of these, I take something called a cedar, and where is it? Okay, this is the cedar. That's not the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one because it's a little bit bigger, and it's going to look pretty cool. The gentleman that is interested in the BC special with the red, white, and blue handle, he wants me to send him this. It's called smoke black, not charcoal black. I think it's going to be too dark, so he wants me to send him like a test piece on some leather. I think I threw some away, and I'll do that just to see what it's like without watering it down. But first, I'm going to finish this, and then when I get to the point where I'm going to stain it, I'll send him a test piece and see what he thinks. Otherwise, I'm going to water this down about 50-50, and here's what I've read. That first, it's called case it. You case it, and you get the whole leather damp. And then you hit it with your dye, and then you take a absorbent, not lint-free rag, and you wipe it off real quick. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll see. And you know what? If it just doesn't work, I'm going to dye it black. So let me finish this. And yeah, and I tell you what I did. I removed my comment that raised the ire of a friend of mine. And I just deleted my own comment on my own Facebook page because, number one, trying to eliminate as much unpleasantness from my life as possible. And I got to thinking, maybe she just had, I was cranky yesterday. Maybe she was cranky too. And she found a good opportunity, something she disagreed completely with, and decided to be cranky at me. We all get cranky, and I just removed my own comment. I think she's still a friend, and there's no hard feelings on my end. But I'm going to be a little more cautious about putting my opinion on my Facebook page, because this is not the first time that someone has decided that my Facebook page is a good place to tell me how wrong my opinion is. Anyway, I'm going to get back to work. This might be a bit too busy. I like it so far, and I think when I put a solid color on it, it will look good. thumb. This is the thumb that I had to have surgery on, and it is so weak I can barely even open a bottle sometimes, or a jar. Sometimes, now this is embarrassing, sometimes my hands are so weak I gotta let my wife open jars and bottles for me. That's pretty bad. Okay, what do you think of that? I kind of like it myself. I'm not going to make up my mind until I dye it, because these areas, the grooves and the tooling marks, they'll dye a little bit darker, which I think will look great. And the squares will dye a little bit lighter. And I have a rag that I plan on, when I stain it, I'm going to wipe it off real quick. And that's supposed to leave it a lighter color than. All right, I'm gonna try, let's see what this looks like with just straight dye. Oh, that's black, man. That's not even... Huh. That's black. No, there's no way to avoid getting this on my hands. Here we go. Good Lord. I guess they didn't want air getting to it, that's for sure. It is water-based, so I'm hoping it'll wash off pretty quick. All right, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be with the color he wants. So, this is just straight with no... Oh, well. I don't know. I don't like it. Nope, I don't like it. I'll tell you what. I'm going to try another piece and let it sit a little longer before I wipe it off. I don't like that a bit. Nobody makes gray. There is no gray. There is a thing that is acrylic, and they make it for repairing gray furniture, but you can't put it on a knife sheath. It will crack and peel, and there is no gray dye. Nobody makes a gray dye, and I have searched the interwebs. So I'm going to let this sit a minute. Now before I touch that, I got to wash my hands, because what happens, and it's happened before, when you touch something to pick it up, it'll, no matter how much you think you've wiped your hands off, there's enough to stain the sheath. I like that. That's a new thing. I was gonna do this on the Bayou chopper, and the next ones that I make, I'm gonna do it like that, and their sheaths are gonna both match. They're both gonna have this, and I'm glad I tried that. If the fella that is interested in a BC special doesn't like this, I'll just do my regular sheath with a little bit of tooling up the side. Nothing crazy, but I like that look. I seen it on the interwebs and decided I was going to give it a try. All right, you think that's long enough? Let's see. Well, it is a little... Yeah. It's better than the first one. It's very opaque. You can see the leather through it. So I'm going to send him, he wanted a picture of it, and that's what you do with this type of stain. You spray it on and then you wipe it off. The alcohol-based dye, once you put it on, that's it. There's nothing new under the sun. So, yep, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to him and see what he thinks. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and commit. I haven't sent them any pictures. What I'm going to do is stain this and then send him a picture. And if he likes it or doesn't like it, you know, I'll either make him another one or, you know, he can have this. But I'm kind of excited about this new thing I've learned how to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I have... here's the dye. Let me get a paper towel under that because I washed my hands and I don't have any on my hands. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this. Yeah. I've got this little eyedropper here, right? So I am going to cut this a little bit. Here's my, I got to get another rag. I got to get absolutely ready for this because there's no time to screw around once you get the dye on. All right, here we go. One eyedropper of this and one of water. That'll be 50-50. On that, that's not much. So right now that's 50-50, and I'm going to put a little more of that in. It's not quite one. I'm not going to put the lid on yet. Yeah, I am. I'll knock this over. All right, here we go. What adding water did was give me a little more time to get this all even. Before I get to wiping it off. Crap. I'm out of juicy juice. I gotta wash this out, but first I'm gonna dry that off. All right, where'd my rag go? Here we go. I'll tell you what, I kinda like it. You know what? I think he's gonna like that. Huh. All right, I need to do the back. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna use the straight stuff because it's okay from about here up I need to do. And that's so you don't look down in the sheath and see unfinished leather. Okay. I usually do this over the trash can. Let me clean my hands. Yeah, I think he's gonna like that. I like it. That is about as gray as you can get right there. All right, I'm gonna shut you off and clean up my mess here, and then I need the camera so I can take a picture of that, send it to him. All right. Boy, that is as close to gray as you could ever get. I'm really surprised. Let me hold it by the window, because sometimes that LED light makes it look a little different. So now I gotta go dress my edges, and I started on the sanding belt, and then I come in here and I take an edge gouge and round my edges off front and back, and then I slick it, and then I'm gonna dye the edge black, and I'm gonna do just a little bit of a fade up to the string, from the string out to the edge, and I think that's gonna look nice. I really like that. I'm gonna do more of that. Okay, let me get to my actual knife shop and do some sanding on the edge there. Okay, now I gotta let the dye that I used on the edge here is alcohol based, and I gotta let it dry for a little bit, and then I buff the edges with a little bit of beeswax, and this thing will be done. I tell you what, I like trying new things, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm not the designer of that. I've seen it done, and I just told myself, I'm gonna try that. And I'm glad I did. I like it, and I hope you like it too. So when I'm completely done, I'll show you this, and then we'll go home and stick the knife in it and see how it looks. Alrighty, I'm happy with that. Let's go put the knife in it. And tomorrow I will, come hell or high water, make a sheath for the Bayou chopper. All right, I'm gonna send a picture to the guy and see if he wants it. And if not, it will be for sale. Okay, tell me what happened. The people need to know.
Well, I did buy like 5 cases of canned goods. I bought sweet peas, corn, green beans, mushrooms, and so, you know, and I left everything, you know, in the case. I bought dog food, and about almost like halfway through me checking out, it wouldn't let her ring up anything else. It stopped.
It wouldn't let her total it.
No,
I mean, it wouldn't let her complete checking you out.
It totaled automatically. It stopped. She couldn't scan anything else. And I said, so what? And she said, no, I'm going to total you out, and I just have to start, you know, over on a new transaction. And I said, well, when did they start doing that? And she didn't say anything. She didn't know. She didn't say anything. I mean, maybe she did. I don't know. But she said.
So let's clarify. My wife was checking out. We got a lot more than this. Now, keep in mind, we don't go shopping often, rarely actually. And they stopped basically letting her check out. And the girl behind the cash register had to total her and then have her pay. And they had to do that 3 times. I don't know what the total was completely. She said she had 3 receipts. So is this everywhere? Is that all over? Or is that a mistake? The girl wouldn't say. My wife says, whoa, what's going on? And the girl said, I have to total you and check you out completely for this amount, and then I can check out another amount. So they did that 3 times. Now, that is very curious.
Well, you know, I bought lots of case of stuff.
Yeah, she bought cases.
Case of dog food.
dog food, and we got
cat food. I bought a case of cat food, 2 cases of dog food, and I think I've got 6 cases of canned goods. But they're, you know, different stuff. It's like, anyway, it stopped. It totaled it out, and she had to start a new transaction.
3 times. That's amazing. Huh. Okay. Well, that's a very curious thing, and you know, if it's happening, if it's a regular thing that's going to happen, that's something you really need to know. When did it stop?
When I had 6 of these cans of this, which is good to end of time.
Yeah, we are, you know, filling the larder.
They hardly ever have this.
Yeah.
And they had 6 cans, and I bought all 6 of them. That right after she scanned these is when it stopped. So, and then the other cases of food.
Okay.
Okay, tell them why you didn't go to Walmart yesterday.
Because I was a cranky boy yesterday.
And
What?
Sonny stepped on a bee.
Oh, yeah. Sonny stepped on a bee.
And she cried and cried, and I gave her a Benadryl because she's allergic to bees, and I was afraid she was going to die. I didn't want to go off and leave her. So I gave her a Benadryl and held her for an hour, and she cried like a baby. And I was too upset to go anywhere. So.
And this morning, yeah, Sonny is our oldest dog. That's Sonny. Sonny Bunny. And she's a delicate, fragile little thing. And anyway, she stepped on a bee, and it was the end of the world. And you know, an old dog like that, you really got to be careful. So we gave her some Benadryl and then one of her pain pills. And then this morning she was a little lethargic. So between her not being 100% and me being a cranky old man yesterday, she decided to go by herself. Here's a close-up. Here's your close-up. Ferocious. You got 7 teeth left in your head.
That's all. That's all you got.
You are the sweetest dog. And okay, you're a good boy too. Yes, you are.
Hey, don't look at my dirty floor. The dogs have been running in and out. You know, we haven't had rain in almost a month. And I get out of the truck over. It's pouring over in Marshall. It's barely rained a drop here. So.
Yeah, we've had thunder and lightning here, but just a sprinkle a little bit. Not enough to really amount to anything, but we're thankful for what we got. Okay, that's enough yapping.
No. I told my husband I wanted a bigger air fryer, and he ordered this.
It's only 55 gallons, baby. You said you wanted a bigger air fryer.
Because you wanted me to fill this up with food and cook it one time. So if anybody has ever had one of these, please tell me if I'm supposed to take these things off.
These rubber things. On the complaints, you know, the reviews, the only complaint was that it had a rubbery smell.
And
it's got these rubber feet on it. I can't imagine them being okay at, 400 degrees.
I don't know.
So you can cook a turkey in there. And here's the old one. It was just a little tiny one. And she said she wanted a bigger one. Oh. Yeah, I got her a bigger one.
Yes, I guess you're supposed to take them off of there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Alrighty, so happier day today. I'm going to the shop. I already got a sheath started for the BC special that may be sold. And I'm going to try a little something on the sheath. It's called quilting. It's not really quilting, but it looks like quilting. And I've already got my lines drawn out, and we'll see what it looks like. And then if it looks good, I'm going to try to make black look gray.